Done.
I just want to start off to say that I love that I'm eating again and that I can exercise and have good energy.
Like
So Brittany and I took the kids on a bike ride today, and as you'll see, there's a bike strapped to the top of the trailer. Ada had some flats. We fixed them, but we had to jimmy rig that bike on there. It was an amazing 10-mile bike ride. Love it. Here, I present the last fast day, comma, or eating again. Did I just say comma? Dang it. All right, hello. So I'm waking up at about the same time I was before, and I think I look a little more tired. But that's actually really what hit me today was, so I wake up, I slept 5.5 or 6 hours tonight, which is actually as much or more than I've slept for the last 5 days. And I realized, and I only weighed a pound more this morning, so I weighed in at 141. But the thing that I realize is when you're fasting, you just, and I knew this, right? But you just don't need as much sleep. And you know, I watched there was a guy, man, I'm forgetting his name. He lived in a biodome for a while. He did an experiment. A lot of their plants didn't work out and had to go on less food for a long time. And he really linked less food to longevity. And the one thing that I love about fasting the most, there's plenty of things I don't like, right? But the thing that I love is you don't need as much sleep and your body's just not getting as much wear. It's probably also saying, hey, you didn't do a very good job finding food yesterday, so you should go find it. But I love how I feel. I want to find a balance between being truly fed and, you know, high energy and everything, but then and being lethargic. And so truly, there's, I guess, that balance, being lethargic to fed, which was what happened 2 weeks ago, and not fed at all, which was the 7-day, you know, no food, and eating good enough foods, but still not feeling lethargic. And I really need to create a link in my mind and a connection with, look, bad foods don't give you mental clarity. Eating healthy will let you experience that clearness of mind. So that's what I'm seeing, and man, what a huge, you just can't ever tell that. You can't really experience that unless you do a fast. And it really hit me hard this morning is, wow, that's a whole other reason why you need to eat healthy and manage your food consumption. I think it's a good argument for intermittent fasting, maybe, you know, eating in windows, especially maybe not eating too late in the evening, is I just don't need as much sleep. And man, that feels good. I love to feel awake when I wake up. Today, I felt I've slept more in the last week today than I have in the whole week. And I feel more lethargic and more tired today than I have, you know, especially day 4, 5, 6, 7. So a very interesting finding on, let's say, day 8, the day after I break my fast. All right, so it's day 8. I'm just getting these kids back from an adventure with their grandma. We followed her jogging for a little bit. But so this morning I went on like an hour walk with the baby, and then and I wasn't hungry. I didn't eat. The thing that surprised me most, well, I guess I talked about that already, but man, I just wasn't, I felt a little more tired having food in my system, so that was weird. We're gonna just be adventuring a bit today and see how it goes as far as the energy. I will let you know. All right, this cute girl pedaled so much today. She basically pushed me home from Smith's. It was amazing.
Pushing me back on the way.
It's fun to be out and about. All right, we are at the end of day, 8. But I started eating yesterday. And what was crazy is when I woke up, I was a bit more tired than usual, where when you're not eating, you just can't sleep long. But you're not tired when you wake up because you just wake up and you're fine. So it was really interesting, and it probably became more real to me that what we eat affects us than ever before.
that sounds dramatic. But really, like, most of the reason I eat healthy is because, or I want to eat healthy, is it's like a long-term investment into my 70-year-old self. But, because it seems like if you can't really tell a difference day to day if you are eating well or not, because it's so gradual that you just can't tell. And I really liked, I was talking to my friend Dave on the phone the other day, and he said that, food is almost spiritual, where you and your relationship to food. The reason he said that, well, a few things, and I've had a few thoughts on that. So first, the changes what we do tomorrow with our health, may make a difference, but you can't change your body in one day. Just like you can't really change your spirit in one day, or your spirituality, your faith. And he talked about how he went over with his nutrition. He kind of broke his diet a little bit, and he took some time and listened to podcasts and read, and just to kind of re-evangelize himself on his diet to really stay strong again. And I think you need a constant stream of good food influences to eat a certain way, especially that's against the norm. And I think that's the same thing with spirituality. You need a constant stream of spiritual content in order to kind of resist what society is saying about that. So with food, society eats quite poorly. With spirituality today, half the country's atheist, or something like that. There's just a lot more. It's becoming very secular, and so you need to do the same thing. You need to keep evangelizing yourself in whatever food philosophy you want to follow. So that was interesting. Did that even make any sense? So that was interesting to me, and I'll have to think about that thought more. But I'm definitely just more converted to the idea of eating healthy all the time, and waking up kind of tired this morning. I thought, man, I really want to stop eating late at night too, where I really just let my body kind of clear out and stop eating at like 6 p.m. if I can, 6, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., but let my body rest. So today I didn't even eat. I didn't start eating until about 9. And I'll share here in a little bit kind of what I ate today, but I feel really good. Yeah, feeling pretty good and tired, and I need to go to the store still, and it's 10:45. Okay, we'll see ya. The day started off really disciplined with eating more avocado, goat cheese, and things. Then later I found some leftovers with mushrooms and zucchini, and then it kind of went back to the avocado and the goat cheese and some olives. And then after a bike ride, I got some superfood stuff and had to keep eating, so I ate half of this sushi roll. Hold on one second, buddy. Half of that sushi roll. All right, so yesterday, oh, look at that glare, the halo on my head. Yesterday, that was my first full day of eating, and it's hard to stop eating. So I had to really be disciplined, but I feel good. I've gone through this whole process without having any stomach discomfort at all. So that's a win.